Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome to a very special edition of Highly Motivated. Welcome to the special birthday edition of Highly Motivated. So welcome one and all to Smoky Toky today. A little talky, but a quick one. It's Friday the 13th. It's a mystical, magical, crazy kind of day. And this is the best way to start it. This is the best way to start any kind of birthday celebration. Today, we're not diving into our usual deep topics. We're keeping it light. We're keeping it fun. And it's all about celebrating together. So that's what we're doing. That's what's happening. That's what this is. This is just a little joint that we're going to smoke amongst friends and community. So I've got a joint of emerald apricot. Incredibly excited about it. And I'm going to, I'm going to get it sparky so that we have a chill little vibe going here. All right. So if you've got something to smoke or sip on or snack on, maybe some tea, maybe some edibles or a joint of your own, this is your invitation to come hang with the Oregonji on his birthday, December 13th, today, a magical day. And today we have other birthdays. So to everybody that has a birthday today on December the 13th, Friday the 13th, happy birthday. Happy birthday from me to you, from all of us to you. This is the birthday celebration. You can tell I'm excited. You can tell that I've been anticipating this smoke session. So before wasting any more time, let's jump right in. So let me just make sure I got the right one. I can't read. Here we go. Emerald apricot. I've been saving this. This I have been saving. I've been opening it up every show and I've been sniffing it. Oh, it's delicious. It's my favorite strain. This one comes from Goldflower. Goldflower is a medical provider here in Florida, and they produce high-end quality flower. They produce organic, living soil, hand-trimmed flower. And if you know me, you know I love some Goldflower. So to start the birthday celebrations right, to start this birthday off at a bang, off with the most awesome energy, most awesome vibe, most awesome frequency, I'm gonna smoke with you a 1 gram emerald apricot from Goldflower. Okay, so let me get the sparky. Oh, this is a biggie. It's a doink. Didn't really have a topic today. I mean, I think my topic is more birthdays, celebrations, milestones. You know, we go through so much as individuals. It's important for us to celebrate. It's important for us to, it's up to us to hold ourselves up on high. It's up to us to appreciate ourselves. Other people appreciate us, and that's amazing, and that's awesome. But it starts with you. You have to love yourself. You have to appreciate yourself. So smooth. Already starting off to a lovely joint. You know, I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank you all for watching the show and being part of its community, being one of the friends of the show. It's all about community, and it's your show as much as it's mine. So we get together on the show to relax, to chill, to ease the tension of life, to get together with friends digitally. And that's what we're doing here. Today, there really isn't a topic. It's just my gratitude for you. My gratitude for all of you that help bring this show together. I want to say thank you really quickly to Angie. I know she can't hear me. Maybe she can. But I want to say thank you, Angie. Thank you for making it possible for me to be able to do these shows 3 times a week. I want to say thank you, Ange, for accommodating all my crazy, strange requests. So I just want to say thank you really quickly while smoking this joint. I want to say thank you to all the viewers. all the listeners, to Chris, to Nick. Thank you for coming to the show so often and interacting with everybody and making it such a lively event. I appreciate that. I appreciate it more than you'll ever know, because this show has already become everything. And when I say that, it's already become everything it's ever meant to have become already. So if you like the show, share it. If you enjoy the topics, get into the conversation. If you want others to see the show, share it, like it, repost it, whatever. You're welcome to do so. And if you don't want to do it, don't do it. Either way, whatever. The show's already awesome. So what the show is, it's a smoke sesh. That's what we do. We're here to smoke together. And if you don't smoke, that's fine. If you don't eat cannabis or rub it on your body or use it as a tincture or make an amazing tea, because one of the best ways to get into cannabis is to make tea. One of the best ways to get in is use raw cannabis. Get those raw acidics, the THCA, the CBDA, CBGA. Awesome ways to start with cannabis, especially if you're looking for medical help and medical treatment. And so tonight, we just smoke. We just enjoy the moment that we have together. I appreciate you coming out tonight, and I appreciate you spending time here on this podcast, this video smoke session series. And I think that's what makes it so amazing. I think that right there is what makes this smoke session everything, because it's international. It's not just domestic, it's international. This smoke session is played all over the world. And to me, that's even bigger than I've ever anticipated. So thank you. Thank you for coming to watch. Thank you for being a part of the show. Thank you for making this community even better than it already is. It's because of you. Wow. I'm burning through this thing pretty fast, but it's so delicious. If I'm not mistaken, the Emerald Apricot has Durban. Durban Poison, Durban, one of my favorite sativa strains. And I think really that's why I love it so much, because I love anything with THCV. I love anything with the extended hydrocarbon. And that's what we're dealing with here, the extended hydrocarbon. So this joint that we smoke together right now, this starts our day. This starts our magic. I mean, I know you're seeing this at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock we go live, but tonight, we're pre-recorded. Tonight, this has been pre-recorded so that you don't miss out on anything highly motivated. Currently, while you're watching this right now, all right, anyways, while you're watching this right now, I'm probably at the micro wrestling as we speak. So as we speak, I'm probably right now at the micro wrestling. And I'm enjoying some WWE styled ring wrestling. I'm very excited. I'm so pumped. So while you're watching this, I'm watching that. Now I'm probably recording a little bit, and I'll probably put it in a video on my social medias afterwards. But my whole point isn't to record anything tomorrow or tonight, because it's not about that. I want to enjoy the energy, and I want to enjoy the moment. So it doesn't have anything to do with recording it or pre-showing it or showing it later. It's just about the energy and the vibe of that evening, of tomorrow night, or for you tonight. For you right now, it's Friday the 13th. For me, well, we're pre-recording a bit. What a delicious pre-roll. And you see how nice and even this thing's burning. That's delicious. And even as much as I've been opening up the container, it's still, it's still burning, because I probably dried it out, but it's still burning evenly. It still tastes delicious. It's burning a little faster than I'm used to. Normally these pre-rolls can last for, I don't know, upwards of 20, 25 minutes. These 1-grammers, they're delicious. But this one I'm burning through pretty fast because it's so tasty. And I'm enjoying it so much. So thank you again for joining. Thank you again for being here. Highly motivated. It's all about you. It's all because of you. And I had to smoke a joint with you today. I had to be a part of this. Not just because Friday the 13th and the energy and the magic of this day. Remember, it's what you create it. It's what you make it. It's not a bad luck day unless that's the energy you put towards it. If you don't think about it as a bad luck day, you don't think about it as a rotten evil day and the origins of that day, but instead you recreate it, you remanifest it, then the day becomes lucky. Then the day becomes magical. Then it becomes so much more than a day that is unlucky. A day that through the annals of history has come up with like I think it was the Knights Templar were round up and basically assassinated that day. There's been lightning storms or hurricanes, or I don't even know. A bunch of different things that have happened on Friday the 13th. So today, I'm 50. 50. I'm 50 years old. That's a milestone. Look, at the beginning of the smoke today, I was talking about this. I'm like, look, we need to make celebrations. We need to celebrate the things that we do. If not for anybody else, for us. For our mind, body, and soul. We need to celebrate our life. We need to celebrate the amazing moments of your life. The birth, the graduations, the promotions, the new house, the first car, you name it. These things should be celebrated as you go through life. And one of those big celebrations should be 50. You turn 50 years old, you should acknowledge it. You should acknowledge that year. You should put energy towards it. Good energy, great energy. So that's what's gonna happen tomorrow night. Or tonight for you tonight, for me tomorrow night. So I'm putting good energy towards it. I'm excited. It's a milestone. It's a celebration with family, with friends, and with extended friends. Everybody's friends. Everybody's like family. So thank you for being part of the show. Thank you for joining me tonight, watching and talking while we smoke, while we sesh, while we make that everything. I mean, so do you have any birthday traditions? Do you have any favorite birthday events? Or every year, is there something that you do specifically? Or every year, do you do something different? Do you do it big? Are you planning something big, for certain age milestones? For 50, it's a big milestone for me. My grandmother on the 5th just turned 100. 100 years old. That's a milestone. That's a celebration. So me and the whole family, we did a FaceTime, and we FaceTimed her, and she looked great. She looked fantastic. She had so much energy. She was holding a bottle of champagne, or a glass. I think in one hand the bottle, in the other a glass. 100 years old, and there's music playing, and she's dancing around. My dad's holding the phone for her, and she looked great. 100 years old. And it was funny. My dad was telling me, he goes, "Look, she became more energetic." It's like when I got there, and the more everybody was around her, and the more the party went on, she had more energy. She looked like she was looking better, a little more healthy, a little more fluid. I mean, at 100 years old, when you don't have color in your skin, you can tell. An amazing woman. And so, great milestone, 100 years old. And me on the 13th, just a few days later, turning 50. Same month. So we're both December babies. And I'm honored to be sharing her 100-year celebration this month with my 50-year celebration this month. So I'm honored that is the magic that's happening. This December it's been so magical because of the tea. We've been able to go do Oregonji.com. That's been a huge milestone. Getting the website up, getting the information up, getting the education out there. The tea, Angie and High Tea, has been incredible. I've been so impressed with these amazing tea bags with beautiful big chunks of gorgeous, authentico ingredients. And that's what it's all about. It's doing a product not just better than anybody else, but a better blend, a better flavor, a better taste, better entourage effects. And I'm so proud of High Tea. She's done amazing. She really has. So that's a milestone. And I feel so much celebration right now. I want to celebrate the good everybody has done. I want to celebrate the great steps forward everybody has done. Not just myself, but everybody, which adds to myself. It adds to the whole, yin and yang, or the yang, or the yin, or whatever the good luck side of it is. It adds to that because you're making forward motion and you're putting good energy towards these things. So the High Tea, amazing blends, probably the best tea I've ever had. I was having an English tea and I was testing it. Not one of the High Tea blends. And it was okay. It was like muted. And I kept adding things to it until I realized, let me just drink one of Angie's teas. So I put it in and I'm like, that's it. Every single time. Every time, every flavor I look for is there. What a perfect combination. So I get excited. That's a big milestone. Turning 50, huge. Having my own marketing company and direction, or authentic direction in my life that makes me happy. That's a milestone. That's a celebration. And here I celebrate with all of you worldwide. I say hello to my cousins in England. I say hello to my cousins in Israel. I say hello to family and friends in Texas and Chicago and Poland. Didn't know, but Poland. I keep trying to get Ange to join me on the show, but she doesn't want to. I respect it. And I've got to do that. That's one of the things I've been learning to do, is be more respectful of other people's wishes. I don't want to embarrass people. Just because I'm loud, just because I'm out there, doesn't mean other people are. Doing podcasts or being on video in front of people is not easy. For most people, they get very self-conscious. Anybody does. Even I do. I get in front of the camera sometimes and I'm like, my nose looks really red. My eyes look so big, or so tiny. Not usually big. They're never big. I'm afraid sometimes I'm squinting so much that there's no eyes left. I don't know. There's so many different things. Look, like my hair looks disheveled, or what hair do I have? Before starting the show, I changed shirts twice because I had a spot. I'm like, look at the spot. So I started messing with the spot, and then I stopped, and then you could see where I've messed with the spot, and then I was like, oh no, now everybody's gonna see that. Whatever. So I get self-conscious as well. But to me, it's not about staying self-conscious. It's about letting it go. Finding what you can fix, where you can fix it, and moving on. And just doing it. Sometimes, look, me in the show, it's never perfect. The first 10, 15 minutes of the show, I'm all over the place. I'm here. I'm all over the place. It takes 15-ish minutes, 20 minutes for me to blend into the show. For me to feel the show, for the show to feel me, for that energy transference to kind of happen. I feel that like 15, 20 minutes in. I don't know why it takes that long. Maybe the chaos of the day or the thoughts of what the show should be. But then I remember the show should be nothing. You don't show up to a smoke session to have a conversation. You show up to smoke. You don't know what you're going to talk about. You just talk. And that's what happens. I mean, granted, during the shows or before the show, I always have topics. You know, I always have things I want to talk about. And like tonight was gratitude. You know, coming into this, I always have things that I want to be grateful for. And I'm grateful for, you know, this year, definitely for my family and for this community, this podcast, and the journey we are all on together. That's what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful that I'm starting to keep it simple. Looking at life, looking at emotions, looking at relationships and people and sales and the world. And I'm keeping it simple. I'm not overcomplicating anymore. Simple. The simple solution, the simple idea sometimes speaks 1,000 words. So I'm keeping it simple, and that's my big goal. Whatever goal I might have, I don't want to overcomplicate life anymore, because it shouldn't be. We are the only ones who overcomplicate it. I wanted to let you guys know, as a community, you all inspire me. You all inspire me every day. We keep growing, we keep smoking, and that's it. That's highly motivated. Right here. To motivate, to enthusiate. I think that's not a word. That's not a word. To motivate. We're here to motivate each other, to remind each other how amazing we are, how powerful we are. I mean, to me, that's the most amazing thing about this show, that you come to listen to me for however long you're listening. And we create magic. We create a moment. We create everything together as community. That's why I want Angie here so bad, because she's a holistic healer. You know, she's like Mother Earth. I'm telling you, the birds and the bees, they come traveling over to her. The squirrels, she has like an army of crows. She walks outside and the crows all of a sudden show up and cover the trees and start talking to her. She's like, yes, hello, my lovelies. Hello, hello. The butterflies come dancing up to her and they're like, good morning, how are you? The dragonflies, before it rained, came to check on her. I would love to have her on the show. I think she'd be a lot of fun. Because we have very different opinions sometimes. And I think that's fun. I think it's enjoyable. I think that's what makes life work. If you have the same opinion as somebody all the time, how boring. How boring. You agree all the time. Yes, I agree. That's great. Yes, I like your ice cream. If I liked her ice cream, I would be eating it all the time. Actually, I do like her ice cream. She has great taste in ice cream. And I have to test it to make sure it's okay for her. Like every, you know, just in case I need to get to it. Actually, no, listen, I went shopping today to pick up a few goodies, and I never pick up the Ooey Gooey ice cream by Bluebell. I never get it because nobody else really likes it. And it's not true, because if I get it, then everybody else will eat it. So if you haven't had the Ooey Gooey ice cream from Bluebell, you Ooey Gooey go get that, because that is some Ooey Gooey cake as an ice cream. Delicious. And I really shouldn't be eating it because it does terrible things to me. Not even like regular terrible things. No, don't be gross. Don't be gross. Don't be gross. But no, I shouldn't even be eating ice cream. It bloats me. It bloats me and it puts me in a weird mood because it makes me like a balloon. And I'm all of a sudden, and I don't know if it's worth that kind of stress. So my emerald apricot I'm smoking it right to the very core. And it put itself out again, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do a little relight. It is so delish. Oh, probably my favorite smoke all week. And I don't know if I've hyped it up to myself that it's such an amazing smoke, or it really is super delicious. I mean, the hype has been there. I've hyped it. And in all authentic honesty, it's a little harsher than I remember. But again, I've been opening the container every podcast, like shoving my nose in there. And it's delicious. Ooh, the container smells really good. So, but no, it's really good. So I don't know if I've hyped it up so much in my brain and I've made it bigger than what it is. But every time I've smoked it, it's always been super delish. The mood I'm in now, I feel good. I feel energy. Remember, I don't like to classify things as sativa, but I feel energy. I feel creative. My brain feels like it's popping really fast. That's emerald apricot. I don't think a bud tender could recommend it this way unless they try it. Unless they smoke it, would they be able to go beyond the, sativa or hybrid leaning? Everything is a hybrid now, pretty much. It's very hard to find the landrace strains, but I love the landrace strains. I love landrace. If you can find original Durban, original Colombian Gold, Acapulco, Afghani, some of the original hazes, wow, those hazes will make you giggle again. Those hazes will make you go raid the fridge and feel like you did when you first smoked. You smoke a haze and you will feel like you used to. You smoke a blueberry yum yum. Ever since Ludacris did that song, Blueberry Yum Yum, it brought a limelight to an individual strain that was so delicious. And it is. It's kind of like Pineapple Express. The movie really brought Pineapple Express to the limelight. The Blue Dream, one of my personal favorites. Me and Ange loved that back in the days. That was our original go-to hybrid leaning sativa. It grew so quickly, so healthy. It was so consistent when I was growing it. It was so consistent. It was such a great strain. Always one of my favorites. So anytime I see somebody's got a variant of Blue Dream, I'm there. There was one when I used to work for Afria, which became Liberty Health Sciences, which then became Air Wellness. It was a long time ago. There was an indica that was magic. Its name was Star Killer. Star Killer. It was one of the most magical indicas. If you could get it to grow, it wouldn't grow. You can give it water, you can sing to it, you can give it all the light that it needs and the proper nutrients, and it would die. It made no sense. So once you get it large enough, you would leave it alone. Leave it alone. You don't even look at it. Leave it alone. It didn't like water, it didn't like attention, it didn't like it when you looked at it. It's kind of like the whole quantum theory. Like, if you look at it, then it does one thing. If you don't look at it, it does another. So that's how Star Killer was. Star Killer was absolutely delicious if you can get it to grow, but it was so difficult. The yield was very small, and that was about it. Okay, while we're still sitting here chit-chatting, I'm going to get out my nifty roach clip. This is a roach clip of roach clips. Isn't that fantastic? My favorite of all, and I never really use it. So I figured, I saw I had some nice roaches over here. So I was like, you know something?